Good morning, everyone, and welcome to this Tuesday, November 11th, Veterans Day Mop. That's right. Welcome to the Mop. Thank you for tuning in. Truly appreciate it. The Veterans Day. I have a few special veterans in my life that I know of. Mr. Lake, you're on my mind today. Thank you for your service. Bob Borden, thank you for your service and your friendships. Truly appreciate it. Brian Drewer, Clark Backstrom, a bunch of key guys I went to school with. So, happy Veterans Day to you. Thank you for your service. I did not go in. I just didn't. I didn't enlist. A lot of guys did. And I want to thank each and every one of you. Mr. Lake, thank you for the things you have done. You've been to hell and back, and we appreciate every ounce of it. And we appreciate each and every one of you that allow people like me to do a show like this. So, that's what veterans have done for us. Take time to teach your kids how to respect the flag, how to respect veterans. That is a must. See somebody with a service hat on, a Vietnam hat, most likely they're not wearing it for decoration. They are wearing it because they lived through it. So, teach your kids to say thank you to those guys that you see wearing those hats. Have them go up and shake their hand and say thank you. Especially in these times when disrespect seems to be running more rampant than respect itself. So, on to the mop. On to the second annual Marcy Strikes Out Alzheimer's Baker Shootout. Final numbers. Just over $9,200 was raised. Yeah, my wife and I were, if you're married, you understand how this works sometimes. But I said we had $2,400 in the bank, which meant she thought at the physical brick location of People's Community, I meant the tin box that was sitting on the table. So she added it twice. And that's okay. She was assuming that, so we would have been at our 10 grand mark. But we did $9,200. 9 grand, I'm going to keep that 200 and some change in the bank account. In case other people want to send donations, message me. I can put them in. And no matter if I do a third annual or not, I'm going to do some form of check every year to the Alzheimer's Association. So, Alzheimer's Association was at my mom's event Sunday from Milwaukee. They came out of Milwaukee. Alicia Reyes, thank you. Your boyfriend, nice to meet him as well. I'm glad you got to go out to Mel's and enjoy some micro brews around here and then on to Hillsboro, wherever it may be. So thank you for coming out. Truly appreciated you guys being there. So we will be writing the check to the Alzheimer's Association for 9 grand, which brings a grand total in 12 months to $14,133 that we raised for the Alzheimer's Association. Now, the cool thing is majority, 75% of that, I think right around there, 70%, 75%, goes to research. The small percentage goes to marketing, helping projects like mine to get them marketed, to get them out and about, to staff the departments to get things and the word out. So, locally, which is really cool. I am truly blessed to say that when I call them and they come out for their check that I'll be giving them for 9 grand, a majority of that money is coming to research to really try to put an end to this awful disease. As you can tell, I am still mentally drained. unfortunately, part of my mind doesn't shut off. It just continues on, A, what can I do for myself? How am I going to challenge myself professionally, individually, besides this? Okay? That's what's going on in my head right now. I want to be able to challenge myself to become a better person, to challenge myself in the professional realm of what am I going to do to be financially able to, A, retire when I need to. How can I pay off things that I need to and put aggression to it like I did this Alzheimer's shootout? So I have a lot of things going through, and I'll be starting to make notes on things there. I will tell you, as a sales manager, that I was in a position of that for many years. I led teams, and I did very well. I'm baffled at what I see a lot of times in our industry. Obviously, somewhat, I must not have pushed the envelope enough to be paid for what I did. And I'm not saying that to be arrogant or cocky. I am seeing it from what I've seen of what people get away with after you've done it for so long. It's frustrating when you see that CEOs, CFOs, owners getting these huge profit sharing checks, why employees are having to bust their balls, bust their butts, bust whatever you want to call it. They're busting their ass is what they're doing. And they're struggling to make it. Well, Chris, they're making wrong choices. No, that's not it. It is expensive to live in the world we live in. Take just a beater car, whatever it may be, to get it repaired, to get it fixed. The $12, $14, $15 an hour isn't cutting it anymore. Back in the day, yeah, back in the day. Back in the day, it didn't cost $5 for a little thing of raspberries or a little thing. It's all about eating healthy, doing your You can't in this environment anymore. You have to make really good money to eat like you should, because eating healthy is damn expensive. And then we have governments that are trying to fight and shut down the SNAP program. And if I hear one more person say the people on SNAP are just a bunch of losers, bunch of worthless people, I am going to scream. And may you never, if you have that attitude, may you never have to use those programs and have to swallow your pride to walk into that office. Because a lot of them, sure, there's some, okay, I get it. But I think if I looked at the statistic, there was 3% fraud with SNAP. Okay? 3%. Stop with the degrading. Stop with the name calling. Just stop. Stop. I can't say the person that was standing in front of me at Walmart is any of the above. Yes, maybe they do have a thing of steaks or something in their... Let them enjoy that one thing, or their kid begging for... Yes. How often do you treat yourself? Well, Chris, I don't have to be... Tell your kids, hey, can't have that. What do? I'm not going to care. I don't give in. BS. Every dad, every mom gives in at some point. And can you imagine if the kids are looking over and watching somebody at school or whatever enjoy let's say a peanut butter cup, and yet you're not allowing them to have that because, nope, you're on government you can't have that. You got to have, this or this. They're already going through school lunch and getting, especially if they can't make their payment. See, we tend to push people down. We tend to put them at the bottom because a lot of times that's what makes people feel good. I know it's weird to think that way. Me being part of that kid, being a heavyweight kid in high school, being a heavyweight, fluffy, downright big kid. See, I was 6 foot. You know, when I graduated school, I was only 6'1". If that, I might only been 6 foot. I grew 5 inches between end of May to the 1st of September, my senior year, when I was 17 years old. Just had turned 18. Before I started junior college. I grew 5 inches during that time. If I'd have been that height in high school, might have changed a little things. But I wasn't. Can we all agree that we in this country are struggling? And why are we struggling so hard? Because we have people that are trying to lead this country that are just as arrogant, uncompassionate, just do not give two shits about any of the low income. See, everybody's like, oh, wait till you get your $2,000 check now because of all this tariff money. See, we're already paying taxes on that. So and now it sounds like they're going to push it as not so much cash in your pocket as a tax credit. Anybody catching on to this? Are you understanding? Or maybe it's just me. Maybe I'm the brain dead one that wants to have people treated fairly. We are losing people to suicide every day. And why is that? Because there's no show of compassion or promise in the near future. And you are going to shit your pants when your insurance rates, oh, Chris, that's just political. You don't know what you're talking. Hold on. When your insurance premiums and everything else skyrocket, and I'll come on and tell you that I was wrong if it doesn't happen. Just like I'd tell you right now that, if gas was cheaper, I'd have told you, hey, things worked out. Or shopping for groceries was cheaper. Hey, he's doing a great job. Things are awesome. I was wrong. Tell me I'm wrong. I'd admit it any day that I was wrong, that things are going to be better. Things haven't gotten better. And you can blame the Democrats, the liberals, whatever you want on your side. But this last shutdown was not having anything to do with the liberals or Democrats. It was strictly that Mr. Johnson and Mr. Trump and them did not want to extend insurance credits or anything else. They're pushing their agenda to make their friends rich. We shouldn't have a trillionaire in this country. There shouldn't be a trillionaire anywhere. And Tesla just approved his payment plan will make him the first trillionaire ever. And how do you think that's possible? I'm guessing not all the taxes are being paid. I'm guessing they're finding tax breaks. They're finding things like that. It's also how government is being funded by people that are paying their way to government. They are paying for, that's probably the reason why, everybody's having this shit fit about the guy in New York being Muslim or whatever nationality he is. I'm not sure, but he's supposedly a major problem, and I have to disagree. Because I don't know. I haven't seen him in work yet. And everybody seems pretty happy about it in New York. Except for the rich folk. They don't seem to be too happy. But we'll have to play it out. There were a lot of people that weren't happy when Mr. Trump got elected. And a lot of them have been correct so far. I wonder what he'll say about veterans today. Because for somebody that dodged the draft, probably don't want to hear from him anyway. Right? Or are you still ecstatic that he's leading this country because you think he's going to take us to great places yet? Take time to really evaluate where you stand. Take time to evaluate how you treat people around you, how people look at you. I'm not asking you to take it, if somebody's saying bad shit about you, that you shouldn't do anything about it. But if there is things that you are not doing to make your life better and to make people's lives around you better, there's a problem. If you are feeling down and out because of the energy around you, change your setting. Change the people around you. Find people that support you. Find people that push you up and make you better. See, that's where I'm going next. My next goal is to push myself to the next level. To another level of bringing people with to make the area around me, the space around me, better, positive, and just trying to make life better for those around me as well. If you're not helping to make people better, if you are not helping to bring people along with you, yeah, that's probably where you need to start. Thank you again for tuning in to the MOP. Again, to all the veterans out there, for your service, for your commitment. Thank you. Thank you for allowing me to speak on a show like this. Because of your service, I'm able to do that. So thank you all very, very much. And we will be back tomorrow morning with another edition of the MOP. Have a great day. And as always, take time to bless somebody today.